Well, hello, this is Drake Oakey, Athletic Director at Memphis Community Schools. We're here for another Sting Report. It's actually the first one for 2021. Now with COVID sort of going away, we're able to now start getting back to doing our shows and having some live guests, and we're very excited that we can finally move forward. 2020 with COVID and the fall sports season, we had a lot of drawbacks. We were playing, we couldn't play. Kids were getting disappointed. We averaged 100 kids a day working out with the coaches, going through, all the different things that we have to do, the temperature checks and the questions. And it was a very disheartening time. It was frustrating for the coaches, parents, and most definitely the children and athletes of our great Memphis, athletic department. So throughout that time, we had some ups and downs athletically, not only individually but as teams. And as the fall season progressed, some of our other sports were able to start participating, but cross country is one sport that was fortunate to be able to remain open and running throughout the whole fall season. And during that time, we had some great accolades, and we asked our coach, Lori Sanborn, to be here, as well as Tyler CARLSON and his mom, Mr. and Mrs. CARLSON, because throughout all the negativity of the COVID and all the negativity of the things that we had to do, we had some great accolades, some individual as well as team in our cross-country program. And throughout the year, when you have things and kids that excel and they go over and above expectations or even achievements that's never been seen before at a school, you want to be able to recognize that greatness. And being a high school and a community of schools, academics plays a higher part than even athletics. And when you have an athlete who's excelled in that, both part of it, as academically as well as athletically, it wows you, especially when you're going through such a tremendous, time of despair as we all did through the COVID pandemic. So where we're at today is I invited some guests here today to celebrate not only an individual with great accolades, but a family that has been in support of our programs here. They have a daughter and a sister that also runs the cross-country team that has had some great accolades. But Tyler has been the main front of that program now, I think going on the 3 or 4 years that he's been a part of the program. He's a proud member of the class of 2021. And wanted to say, first off, as Athletic Director Tyler, congratulations on a great season.
Thank you.
Phenomenal season, individually as well as a team.
Yep.
And we have some of, if not all of Tyler's teammates for basketball here, but we got to keep that 6-foot distance, so we're all doing that. They're out of practice time, so they're enjoying it. But, Lori, if I could ask you a few questions. How long have you coached Tyler? And this has got to be a great honor for you as well as a coach, but also, as a program.
He's been an amazing athlete to coach. I started working with him in 6th grade, and each year he's raising the bar each year. Exciting, hardworking kid, but the thing about him is the character in him. That even like when he would win a race, right off the end of the race, instead of thinking about I've got to go get water or whatever, he would stop and go back and cheer on other people and shake hands and be the gentleman that way. I've seen him progress from where he was not a standout to where when he got to high school and he first dropped the bar down on our times and blew the school record out of the water. I mean, just blew it out. Dropped our school record time like 3 minutes, which is huge in cross country. And then this year, he just hit the pinnacle. I mean, I've got a list of some of the things he's accomplished this year. He was academically all county in the Macomb County Championships. He's all GTC conference champion, first team on that. Regional champion in the GTC. Academic all-state, which means you have to place in the top 50% of the race, and also have a grade point above 3.7.
So it's an athletic as well as an academic.
And then he placed the best finish we've ever had, 7 out of over 285 runners. Okay, and so top 10 all state. I mean, just amazing accomplishment for Memphis, for little Memphis. And so the kids look up to him. I have little junior high kids that look up to him. I've got his teammates that look up to him. He gets along real well. I'm going to really be sad to see him go as a runner for Memphis, and I'm hoping that he carries it on and brings it into college level, because he can easily do that if he chooses to.
Well, Mr. Carlson, I get a chance to see you quite often with basketball, and I've seen you at some cross-country meets, and Mrs. Carlson as well.
And hear you.
What's that?
And hear him in the stands.
And here, we've heard him in the stands a few times with positive cheering, the positive cheering. When I had the opportunity to call you last week to invite you, your family here, I think you were a little shocked and stunned at that time, but I think in reality, a day like this is necessary to celebrate our student athletes. And how does that make you feel knowing that your son is, going to be, not only is he cherished, missed, but, he's going to have something that people are going to be able to see for years in our proud trophy case on behalf of him. And how does that make you feel as a father?
Oh, man. I've always been happy, always been proud of him. I always told him that grades were, he always gets a lot of recognition for running. He always get a lot of recognition for doing well and trying hard, and I never wanted to put that. I always wanted to make sure we didn't put that on top, because like you said, the grades are pretty important. I mean, that's really your goal. You're here at school. You get to have fun and try hard and run with your friends, but your goal is to do well in school and move forward in life. And so I'm always happy that he held that way. His grade point average is way up, and how he was a leader to the young ones, like you had stated. That was always my goal, is to tell him that's important. I don't think as a kid you realize how you can be looked up upon by younger kids, or even older kids, how you can influence them in a good way. So I was always proud that I think he did a good job with that. Yeah.
Well, Mom, you've never been at a loss for words before.
Yeah.
Would you like to share some of your sentiments and thoughts about the achievements of your son?
Well, like Craig said, we're both very, very proud of Tyler and how well he's done academically and in sports, and how he carries himself, with the other, his classmates and teammates and all that. So, yeah, we're just very proud of him.
Well, Coach Sammer, if you can come up front, and Tyler, you could stand up. We'd like to have the coach honor you with this. What we've done as an athletic department is we had a plaque created.
Oh, boy.
It's a plaque, one that you'll be able to take home today, and we have another one that will be presented into the trophy case as one of our yearly honors. I think when you see it, it's a once-in-a-lifetime picture. It has some of your accolades because we couldn't afford a bigger plaque, so congratulations and thank you.
Well, that's cool.
Love that picture.
Me too.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate it very much.
Tyler, while you're up there, I guess we'll do while you're standing. Do you have any words of wisdom? And more importantly, right now, what are your thoughts about knowing that, that's going to be up in our Memphis Trophy case for years to come, for people to be able to see and recognize you and be proud of you?
I mean, it's pretty sweet, leaving something like this, for others to see, but that's not really what it's about. It's about pretty much the memories, a lot of good years running here with other people, either from this school or other schools, competing. Really finding that competitive nature, pretty much just like killing to win. It's not about like what you leave behind. It's pretty much the memories that you keep, remember for a lifetime, pretty much. So that's about it.
Well, congratulations. We're very proud of you.
Yeah, thank you.
And I'm glad, we just wanted to be able to do something to show you our appreciation.
Yeah, for sure.
And that leaves a mark for so many younger kids that are going to know who Tyler Carlson is, to try to strive to become
Yep.
And I think, Coach, you being around as long as you have with the program, you started this program. In the 4 years I've been here, I've seen the growth of, the junior high, as well as your own high school team, but the junior high, it's
just goals. We have a lot of talent walking around in the hallways that we're recruiting heavily. We're going to miss our seniors this year that have gone, so we're recruiting heavily because it's a smaller sport, but it is an amazing adventure. And it's work, but you get up to that point, and when we get someone like Tyler, it's so fun to work with somebody who's got the talent, the drive, the character, and the focus. And we've got tons of kids in Memphis that we'll see, and this gives honor to the program, and it acknowledges the work that went into this.
Well, there's very few sports where, it's a team sport, but in the end of the day, you're out there by yourself.
Yes, it's both.
And I understand there's some strategy to running. I know like with wrestling, you can be comparable to that as well. You're a team, but, you're on the mat, and I'll tell you a funny story. A couple of years ago, I went to go watch you guys run up at the state championships there, and where you start and then where they end. And I remember walking, and I'm thinking, you got to be kidding me. And it took me longer to get there than it took these guys to get there. And so I thought, well, I might have to get in better shape next year and get a golf cart. So, but it's been a fantastic ride, and the thing about the comments that you made, Tyler, I think exemplifies what we're looking for in the culture of athletes here at Memphis. But make no mistake about it, you've earned the pat on the back, you've earned the respect that you've received, and all the congratulations and all the honors. At the end of the day, congratulations, we're proud of you.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Much appreciated.
All right, thank you. And we'll be back in a few minutes.
There's a buzz around Memphis. The success in the classroom.
And our rich music and choir program are leading the way.
By building a sound foundation.
The future looks brighter than ever.
Our softball program.
High jump solid studs.
Our girls basketball program. Shooting for the stars.
Our Memphis Athletic Booster Program.
A soccer league three-peat.
Knocking down the competition. Cross country state bound again.
Swinging for the fences.
Wrestling district champs
4 years in a row.
Small town Friday night lights.
Memphis boys basketball protecting the high.
Memphis bass fishing team. Fish on.
Memphis Equestrian. Enjoy the ride.
We have a team for you. Come be a part of it.
Well, welcome back. Man, what a great show. A lot of emotion from the parents, Tyler CARLSON, and the coach, and from his teammates that were able to be here. Mr. Kraffa, a special appearance. High school principal coming in support. All the great accolades not only Tyler did accomplish, but all our programs. We had a fantastic fall season. All our teams competed. We were able to go athletically, COVID-free. Coaches have done a fantastic job. We do temperature check before we start practice, disinfected, health questions. Our parents, I can't thank you enough. We've had situations where parents call and say, hey, my student athlete has a cough or has a temperature or something going on, and they've kept them at home, and thank God, most part, it was always something that was just a one-day cold or something like that. And so we were able to complete our whole fall season without any COVID situations. With that being said, our winter season should be almost winding down in some cases, but unfortunately back in November we were shut down again, a week into practicing, and we were shut down all the way through till January. And then when January came around, we have been allowed to, for high schools only, to practice. No contact drills whatsoever. So wrestling, girls and boys basketball, and cheerleading have not been able to do any type of contact drills or anything like that. It's only been physical conditioning. So for the last 3.5 weeks, we've done just that. And our kids have come in. We have over 80 high school athletes right now that are coming to practice every single day, that our coaches are testing, that we're disinfecting, that we're working with them to gain improvement physically. And how do you keep 80 kids interested? And a lot of it has to do with the fact that these coaches have done a fantastic job of creating atmospheres that these kids find electric and want to be a part of. So, I mean, the buzz around Memphis right now is Memphis athletics is definitely on the rise. When you see great athletes that are like Tyler CARLSON, there are so many other ones that we will be highlighting this year as well. But as a whole, we're very excited at the fact that there's a good chance that the winter season may be opening up here in the next week or two, and kids will be able to participate and play their events. We will definitely get that report out as soon as we can, but our Memphis athletes will be ready to go. Our coaches have them prepared, and it'll be an exciting day here. We've also now have a new filming capacity here with a camera called Pixelot. I will be putting that out on the Memphis Facebooks. For $10.95, you can pay to watch all our events in the high school gym, and then in the springtime and fall time, also out at the football/soccer field. So all our winter events that we played at home, you'll be able to purchase $10.95 for a month, or $60 for the whole year, and watch from the luxury of your own home. And we're very excited about that. Any facility that we play at that has Pixelot as well, you'll be able to watch the away games. So it's a phenomenal feature that our school district supported us in moving forward with. The cameras are installed, and I'll be getting all that information out to you as soon as the new schedules come about. So on behalf of all the student athletes, on behalf of the coaches, and on behalf of the entire athletic department, I thank everybody for your support. We look forward to seeing you here hopefully in the near future playing. And once again, go Jackets. Thank you and be safe. Bye-bye.